Now, remembering the lives lost.
It shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen here in America. It shouldn't happen here in Parkland. It shouldn't happen anywhere.
Students, teachers, friends. 17 people who were loved, killed in a place they should have felt safe, changing a community in an instant. This morning, the tributes and the day of service as South Florida pauses to reflect on Parkland 1 year later. February 14th, 2018. 17 people were gunned down inside the hallways of Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School.
This morning, a community is coming together to remember the lives lost, and others have made it their mission to try to stop another Parkland from happening again. We begin with CBS 4's Rielle Creighton. She's live in Parkland this morning. Rielle.
Mary Bell and Lauren, gone are the major memorials, the flowers, the cards, the pictures of the victims that were outside of the school for so many days, weeks, and months. Today, students are using this day as a day to reflect. In Parkland, they are marking this day as a day of service and love. Marjory Stoneman Douglas will be open today, and from 7:40 to 11:40 in the morning, students can take part in service learning activities. At 8:30 in the morning, there will be a breakfast for first responders, and at 10:17 a.m., a moment of silence will be observed for the 17 who died. 1 year after the tragedy, the city of Parkland will observe a moment of silence. 2:21 p.m., the time the bloodshed began. At 5:45, there will be an interfaith ceremony at Pine Trails Park.
Definitely in the school, it's very different from out in the community. I think especially this week, some students are taking it to heart. It's different for each person.
The Stoneman Douglas Jr., Logan Weber, and his mom are still processing what happened last February 14th. But seeing the Temple of Time is a way to wrestle with their grief and loss.
To memorialize, the lives that were lost and those that were injured it's a very beautiful thing.
Anyone touched by the tragedy can pause in the 35-foot-high birch structure and reflect here. In mid-May, the temple will be burned to the ground.
It should be a place where it's a healing, where you can take some of that pain and it'll go up in the smoke.
The temple on Sample Road will be open today from 7 a.m. until dusk. Elsewhere in Coral Springs, the Art Museum will present Art, Play, Love from 10 till 5, a supportive environment where the community can collaborate on a canvas or interact with service animals. The gym will be open from noon until 5, or volunteers can offer their time at the Sawgrass Nature Center to garden and attend to the animals. Meantime, a day before this day of remembrance, it was the governor trying to enforce accountability. Families of those murdered at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School a year ago today stood with Florida Governor Ron DeSantis on Wednesday.
The best tool that we have to bring accountability but also move forward in a better way is a petition that I filed today with the Florida Supreme Court for a statewide grand jury.
A grand jury that will be tasked with looking into the massacre last Valentine's Day that took 17 lives. It would also look at Broward and other school districts and how they handled money for security and issues that impact school safety. It's a move that's applauded by many of those who lost loved ones. Well, meantime, Broward School Superintendent Robert Runcie is responding to the governor. He released a statement that read, "I agree with Governor DeSantis for wanting to know how all school districts in Florida manage money and security issues that impact school safety. Broward County Public Schools welcomes any review or investigation that could result in improved safety and security in our own district and school districts across the state. What we will learn individually and from each other will make us all better and will benefit our students and our teachers." Live in Parkland, Rielle Creighton, CBS 4 this morning.